perfect fit.
Following the 4-1 defeat in Australia, Sri Lanka is now set to take on another giant in world cricket, again in their own den. Sri Lanka's Tour of India 2022 will begin on 24th February with the two teams facing off in the first of 3 T20 nationals at Lucknow. Having a look at the head-to-head tally, the two teams have previously met in 22 T20 nationals in which the Lankans have won 7. Especially on Indian soil, there has been hardly any success for Sri Lanka. For Sri Lanka, it was a bitter tour to the southern hemisphere just before touching down in India. With a couple of frontline players being unavailable due to various reasons, Sri Lanka looks depleted for this tour. The trump card for Sri Lanka, Wanindu Hasaranga, is unavailable for this series too, as he has not recovered from COVID yet. And Avishka Fernando will also be out due to injury. India too has lost two of their mainstays in Surya Kumar Yadav and Deepak Chahar due to injury, but still remain a very confident side following the onslaught of the West Indies.
මුළු ලෝකෙම වෙලා උඩු යටි කුරු අපි අල්ලගන්න යන්න පුංචි පුංචි තරු අපිට සෙට් වෙන්න ෆිට වෙන්න විසිතුරු මේ perfect fit එක මාරු Moose the perfect fit.
Looking at the composition, most of those who played the last T20 international in Australia will likely keep their places in the team for the series opener in India. However, it is reported that Kusal Mendis and Mahesh Theekshana are in doubt for the first T20 international due to some minor injuries they picked up in the last game. If they are to sit out, it could spell trouble for Sri Lanka. The responsibilities of the newbies Kamil Mishara and Janit Lienege will now be heightened with the lack of experience in the top order. In bowling, Binura Fernando might make a comeback into the team at the expense of Lairu Kumara. With the lack of slower bowlers, Charit Asalanka too might have to roll his arm over if the need arises. In the Indian camp, with Sky being ruled out, this might see the return of Ravindra Jadeja into the shortest format of the game for the first time since the World Cup. The deadly Jasprit Bumrah should be the replacement for Deepak Chahar to form a fierce pace lineup alongside Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Harshal Patel. The leggy Ravi Bishnoi, who was impressive against the Windies, might be in the starting 11 for India too. Charit Asalanka, being a good player of spin, will have to lead the batting unit even if Kusal Mendis is available. With the kind of form Mendis is in, he will expect some freedom as he is just making his return into international cricket. His skill set in counter-attacking good bowlers is important for Sri Lanka to keep this young batting unit confident. It is around Mendis that these batters will look to build. Mahesh Theekshana's 4 overs will be crucial for Sri Lanka, and he will need a good partner to pick up wickets while he strangles the batter on one end. With several stars like Jaddu, Bumrah and Roy playing in the same 11, the spotlight is going to be on them. But a player like Venkatesh Iyer, who has been consistently handing that knockout blow in the recent past, will also be a concern for Sri Lanka. Iyer's T20 international strike rate is at 164 with an average of 42.66 in the 6 games he had played so far, and the Lankans should have an eye out for him. This will be the first time that Sri Lanka is playing at this venue in Lucknow, and even India has only played one T20 international there. This brand new international stadium, named after the former Indian Prime Minister Vajpayee, might be an unknown terrain for Sri Lanka, as there haven't been many games played there to assess the surface. The weather seems pleasant in this northern city in India, with the temperature hovering around 28 degrees on Thursday.
Stay on the ball with the Papare Sports News Alerts. Don't miss out on everything that happens in the world of sport. Type the Papare and send to 678 to register. ₹30 per month. Conditions apply.